Good morning. So today is a nuclear medicine study for my stomach. I've got 2 this week. One is a solid test, one is a liquid test. So the solid test is that they give me something to eat with some radioactive barium in, and they see how long it takes to go through me. The same with the liquid. And then next week I've got an MRI scan on my stomach and my kidneys, which I really am desperate for, because the vasculitis, if it was, can affect the kidneys. I mean, we still don't know what it is. And then that is the end of all my tests. I physically, emotionally, mentally do not think I can cope with any more of these tests. They are beyond draining. I honestly, I'm not sure people realise when you go through such rigorous tests the whole time how much it just takes out of you. But then if you've got a family and you've got kids, you've just got to kind of keep on going, even though there are days you just don't want to. So the test's going to take up to 2 hours. It depends how quickly it goes down. And then tomorrow I'm at my ENT clinic because I've been having terrible problems with my sinuses this weekend. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, full on, another day in my world. Had a really tough day yesterday. I think just getting to grips with it all. I don't think I mentioned that 5 months ago, yesterday to the day, we lost my stepfather. So on top of all that, we are all grieving, which makes it so, it's just an added part to the story. It just makes everything that little bit harder, because you are grieving so much for someone you loved so much, and then on top of it you throw in 10 million tests. I think I was at my limit yesterday. So let's hope this week is going to be a better week. I haven't been able to eat or drink for 6 hours, so let's see. I'll speak to you later. Bye. So they just told me again it is a radioactive. I just thought it was like a small radioactive bit, but he did say again you've got to stay away from your kids for at least 6 hours. So I think I will stay out of the house tonight, because again I want to minimise as much risk as possible for the kids. I'm just having too many of these radioactive ones. For me, I don't care, but for the kids I care a lot, especially as they're growing and developing, which is gutting, because I honestly did think that maybe I would get away with going back home, but it appears maybe not. But anyway, he just came out to tell me he's preparing it. I mean, I've got to eat egg. The thought of it right now is making me feel sick, but I'm gonna have to get over that pretty quickly. So I should be done in a couple of hours. So exciting. Bye. Okay, scan done. It was supposed to be a solid scan where they give you egg, but when I got there it was a liquid scan. So I was like, do you even know what you're doing? It actually took quite a while. It took well over an hour. And towards the end the guy was like, oh, you've only got 5 minutes left, which turned into half an hour. And I asked him if the solid one was going to take longer, and he said yes. I was like, great. It was when I say freezing in there, and I have been in places which have been cold, but I was freezing, and dumb stupid person over here didn't ask for a blanket until later on during the scan. But it's done. I'm going to have a coffee because you know I love coffee, and I'm going to grab something to eat, and another scan done. Okay, completely take back everything I said. It was me, the absolute idiot, that got it the wrong way round. It was liquid today and solid on Wednesday. This is what I mean. And I've got it on a piece of paper in front of me, but it's just not going into where it should in my brain. I looked at that paper over and over and over again. I looked at it this morning. Just something's just not right going in. So now I feel bad that I was a bit rude about them. But at one point, the guy started playing imaginary football in the room. I'm not sure that's so professional. But just wanted to say it was actually me. It was my fault. It was my brain that got it wrong. And they did a fab job. So well done, NHS again. Off to get my coffee. Bye. And she's back. No, very quickly, just because I filmed this morning and then I realised actually I didn't explain the reason behind why I was going for the scan that I did. Not long after I had been diagnosed 2 years ago with the vasculitis, something went wrong with my digestion and my stomach, and I knew it affected your organs. So as you can imagine, I was just panicking at which organ it would affect next. But the major organ it affects are your kidneys. But on bloods, on paper, they were fine. But I knew something wasn't right, so I went to see a gastroenterologist who actually did an endoscopy and saw that the right side of my bowel was a bit lazy. Now, hand on my heart, I can tell you now that this is from whatever's going on in my head, because at that point last year, the whole right side of my system, the whole right side of my body, my arms, my leg, my head, my face, that whole part of me was affected by whatever disease is going on, which led me to the endoscopy. And yes, I was right, something was wrong. And then from there, since I've told him my history and everything, he is going to check everything properly, because I said to him, will the MRI and everything, all these scans show my kidneys? And he said yes. So that was the story behind why I went today, because I just knew there wasn't something right again. Which, I mean, it's quite good really, because I really can tell when something is going wrong in my body. I mean, it's a little bit scary, but I knew there wasn't something right with my tummy at the time. And you just never know, one disease or whatever can lead to another, and you kind of have to be on top of it. And the sad thing is, this is my full-time job now, pretty much, because I do have to be on top of it. So that was the story behind today. Bye.